Steve gach duine, fáilte go scoil bhríde lecha, tá muid fíor bhródúil as ar scoil agus as ar gantar.
We are the 6th class pupils. Today we will take you on a tour of our village. We hope you enjoy.
Scoil Bhríde is a co-educational primary school of 250 pupils with 10 mainstream classes. We moved into our lovely new school building in February of 2018. The original school building and teachers' residence was built in 1886 on the site where I live now.
Sport plays an integral role in our days at Scoil Bhríde. We have camogie, hurling, football, basketball, soccer and athletic teams.
We are very proud of our past pupils, Sean O'Hanlon, who now plays on the county senior hurling team, Conor Campbell, who plays on the county senior football team, Max Flynn, who plays for Connacht Rugby, and Siofra Kelly, who recently won a camogie All-Star. We are also extremely proud of our teacher, Mr. Lenan, who plays hurling for Galway.
We also enjoy playing chess and taking part in quizzes and entering debating competitions. Our wonderful parents fundraise to provide us with our amazing AstroTurf pitch that we enjoy using daily.
There is a strong tradition of Irish music in our school. All pupils from first class onward learn to play the tin whistle. We have a school instrument bank which gives us the opportunity to try out various instruments such as fiddle, banjo, concertina, flute or accordion if we wish. Some pupils join the after-school music club on Thursdays.
The Battle of Knockdoe was the bloodiest encounter of warring Gaelic clans ever to take place in Ireland. It took place on the 9th of August 1504 in Knockdoe, just 8 miles northeast of Galway City.
Love Leacach! Love Leacach!
The battle was between the Fitzgeralds of Kildare and the Burkes of Galway. Knockdoe proved to be the greatest Gaelic gathering in Irish military history.
The battle saw the infamous Gallo-Glass warriors fighting on both sides of the battlefield. It was the first recorded time a gun was used in an Irish battle.
4,000 people died during the one-day battle. The name Knockdoe comes from the Irish Cnocta, which means the Hill of Axes.
These rocks, known locally as cairns, mark the resting place of some of the fallen warriors. Now we will relive some of the events of what happened on that fateful day in Knockdoe in 1504.
On an August day in 1504, Leacach, Burke and Garroge Moore did battle for the right to own the lands of Leacach on the Carroll shore. The weapons used caused quite a tremor, a challenge to the usual armour. Worn by Gallo, Glass and Gale, these warriors from beyond the pale, in making sure they would not flounder, introduced the deadly force of gunpowder.
Leacach Castle is a 5-storey tower house that was built by the de Burgo or Burke family in the 14th century.
The castle now lies in ruins, but some architectural features, such as a spiral staircase and a series of small rooms, can still be seen.
Behind me here is the ruins of the old chapel of St. Columkill in the old Leacach cemetery.
The River Clare flows through Leacach. It is 93 kilometres long.
It rises north of Ballyhonus in Mayo and flows through the towns of Dunmore, Milltown, Kilbannon, Tuam, Leacach, Claregalway and into Lough Corrib.
The river is an important spawning channel for salmon and trout.
A turlough is a type of disappearing lake, found mostly in limestone areas around Ireland. It is a seasonal lake that becomes flooded in wet weather by the upsurge of underlying groundwater.
The Turlough is usually covered with water during the winter months. The name Turlough Moor comes from the Turlough. The Turlough is located across from Fahey's petrol station.
The two main fair days in Turlough Moor took place on the 1st of August and 18th of September for generations. These fairs were held on what was called the Fair Green or Turlough Moor Common.
The two major fair days were always well attended by buyers from all over Ireland. The 1st of August was a major horse fair and the 18th of September was a major sheep fair.
Many of the animals had to walk to the fairs from miles away. The journey would begin the day before. Local farmers would take in animals and their owners overnight.
The dealers would have lorries. All sheep would have been physically lifted onto the lorries. There were no ramps in those days.
One local farmer had a loading bank built where lorries cut back and horses and cattle were loaded. Many of the animals would be walked to the railway station in Athenry. They were loaded onto railway wagons and travelled onwards from there.
There were a few local houses who would serve tea. In later years, a mobile canteen would serve that purpose.
With the arrival of the marts in local towns, Tuam and Athenry, the Turlough Moor fairs came to an end in the late 1960s, early 1970s.
Leacach Museum is an old thatched cottage in the heart of our village. It was the former home of the Carrick family. It also once served as a shop.
In 1994, a group of people came together to help preserve and restore the then derelict cottage. The vision behind the restoration was to develop it into a museum of social history, to ensure a link with the past for the present and future generations.
The museum has a selection of antique household items which were once part and parcel of rural houses from our locality in bygone years. Outside, old farm machinery can be seen. We love to visit the museum.
The walkway is officially opened by the Minister of Rural and Community Development, Heather Humphreys, on July 31st, 2021.
On the walkway there are two signs that mark where the math path was.
The trail crosses between two parishes, Leacach and Claregalway. It crosses the Archdiocese of Tuam and the Diocese of Galway. It crosses two townlands and two district electoral divisions.
Based on the western slope of where the Battle of Knockdoe took place in 1504, it tracks the ground to where the Burgo marched on the morning of the battle.
From the trail you can see 3 counties. On a clear day, 7 mountains, including Ireland's holiest mountain, Croagh Patrick, are visible.
Loch Corrib can also be seen. The trail is used and enjoyed by many on a daily basis.
The Hurling Club was founded in 1886. The Camogie Club was founded in 1986. Turlough Moor is a hurling stronghold. The real high point of hurling here was from 1961 to 1966, when the club completely dominated hurling in the county, winning 6 county senior hurling championships in a row.
The Turlough Moor jersey is black and white. The club has 2 ball walls, an AstroTurf pitch and 3 grass pitches at Craigmore, Coolarn and Leacach.
Every time we take to the field, we have pride in the black and white. On Turlough!
On Turlough!
Flynn's of Leacach have served our community for almost 200 years. They are always very supportive of our school.
Our Lady of NÁit Leacach was originally built in 1838. It has been refurbished since then to a lovely building that is here today. Father John O'Gorman is parish priest. He helps promote Catholic ethos in our school.
We hope you enjoyed our tour of Leacach. Slán agus beannacht.